Hello everybody, Crippled Hobo here, and welcome back to Hobo's campaign. And I just thought I'd start with a look at that big cliff again so that you didn't forget, just in case you had, because we will be going over there sooner or later. I definitely want to. And then I'm thinking about having sky bridges coming down and connecting up with that. And you might have noticed that thing on top. But I'll get to that later, because for now I'm going to show you that what I'll be getting up to with the windmill that we left off with in the last episode. I think I'm going to kill the pig first. We've got quite a lot to do in this episode. And if I just find my thing... I'm playing with one hand at the minute. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. The roof turned out quite thick. If you see at the top, I put stairs on top of the normal like bricks that I put in a stair fashion, but I think it turned out quite well, and each layer looks pretty cool. The only thing I've got to worry about now is all I've got to do now is the windmill. I've got to figure out how I'm going to put that on. The patch for Better Than Wolves came out, but my texture pack was messing up with it, and I was messing around trying to get the patcher to work, but it was making all the grass grey. And if I had the mod on for a minute, and it made it crash still, so I went without it because I'm not going to be using the mods much in what I'm doing today. So there's the windmill. I will be putting the thing on that. And the next thing I have to show you is to do with the mob trap, because if you remember, I said I'm going to be doing the mob trap in this episode. And, well, I guess you can see I did get the water done, and it's working perfectly. But for those of you who don't know how this works, I'm going to go ahead and show you, because when I showed you me making it in one of the other episodes, someone pointed out that this was actually an outdated version of the mob trap. So I went through, and sure enough it was. How am I going to do this? Screw it. Yeah, I went through and yeah, it was an outdated version, so I looked up Etho's newer one, and it definitely works better. So I'll show you how I edited the other one, and then I'll put a download link in the a link in the description showing you the tutorial how to make it. Alright, so here's where it all happens, and if you remember last time I had big 14 by 14 pads, and what this is just, it's the same thing, it's a lot smaller. That's a 14 by 14, that's a 14 by 14, that's a 14 by 14, and this is one. And you just split it into separate 6 by 6s, and it works a lot better for the 4 by 4 mob elevator thing here. And I'm gonna put some brick there, just so that they could spawn there. I don't even know, but yeah, so that's how this works, and I'll put the link in the description. And now we're not actually not finished with this. I'll show you what I mean. We're gonna have to go and look for some lava now in this episode, and I think I can remember where to find that. And then we'll see if it works with the collecting of the loot and stuff like that. Alright, so this is where they get killed, and then they'll get held and pushed into this bit, and if you see the signs here, that's going to contain lava, and they'll get pushed into lava, and their stuff will drop down, and that hole won't be there. So I'm not even going to bother filling. Actually, yeah, I will. I'll take this away. Because I don't want to go into the cave without it on normal, because then it would be quite boring. Would be no point, and it'll take away from the fun. So I'm changing back now, and let's go and look for some lava. Fail. And I still can't open those chests because of what I mentioned earlier. I have not actually properly updated it because it was messing around with the mod pack, the texture pack. And that music is still too loud. Let's go find stuff. Most of this cave is lit up, I think, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. I just can't remember what way it was. This seems right. There's some lava, and there's where the slime was. I came down here another time, and there were more slime, so they're definitely spawning. Two buckets of lava. Anything else while I'm down here? Nope. I may as well get the redstone now that I've got myself like set up, because I've got a few ideas in my head. Things that might need redstone. And I might even explain one of them now when I get out. It's to do with farming. Oh god, it burnt. That's not good. And again. That should be it. I've already got some at my base, and I'll, you know, shouldn't have to use too much. Ah! Oh! Don't do it again. I don't recall seeing that on the way down, so I don't. That's because I didn't have to come this far down. Alright, that was quite an easy task. And now let's go see if the mob spawner works with the killing mechanism at the end. And then I'll be able to easily get wood with the bones that I get by using it on the tree farm. I'll have plenty of arrows, plenty of gunpowder. And then the next thing for me to do would be to get a sustainable food source. And I've got a big idea what to do with it. A big automatic farm type thing with pistons. So now that we did that with it on normal, I'm gonna... Oh, they're gone. I could quickly do this. Bam, bam, bam. Just gotta get the placement right. I think I know what to do. You're gonna place them on the back one here. I don't even need to. Oh! I don't need to, but it's best to. And then... Oh! Don't swim up! Quick! I just need to make sure that it doesn't burn the loot that they drop. Yeah, it drops it all down. This should be quite effective then. Because if you look how many stuff's coming up. Oh! Oh, fail. And then, yeah, it all comes out here. That's really good. So from that, I got a load of feathers and... Oh, what is... Oh my god! Why didn't he attack me? And why is he there? Is it open? Maybe he just spawned in here when it was off on... When I was looking for whatever it was. I'm confused, I don't know what just happened. I don't think they're spawning anymore. Yeah, it looks like he's stuck there. Oh no. I need more skeletons, and... Skeletons are the one that I want most. I could even do it so that it stops the spiders from spawning. by putting half blocks down in the corners. Why is he stuck? Oh, I need to take the bricks out there. And I'm not prepared to let them all spew out everywhere when I go to fix it, so I'm going to change it to peaceful. I usually do when I'm dealing with mob traps. Most people do. I don't know if I need that one. Not quite sure. No, I don't need that one. This should be fine now. It's all part of the game. Trial and error, fixing it up, and this looks pretty cool. So when you start a world, this is probably going to be something that you want to get done pretty early because it fixes all the need of items that you might have. And I think what I'm going to do, now that I have the mob spawner done, I just need the mill. But to make a lot of the things for that mill, I'm going to need hemp, and that's bringing me on to my next project, which is going to be a farm of some sort. And I don't know whether to keep it by the mill or have a secret, like, huge thing. Because I had an idea, which if I could, I guess I could try and make an example. So the idea for this huge farm is, I have 2 there now, so just gonna make another one, just the one more. So imagine a hole or kind of a shape like that room there, like a circle, and it goes right down, or quite far down at least, and all around the walls, I guess I could show you from in here. All around the walls are like a crop, maybe hemp, maybe sugarcane, or even wheat. I could have one for each of them. And then behind them is a piston like that. And I'll have redstone running along all of it. And then I'll have a master control, say at the top or at the bottom. And I'll press that, and they'll all shoot out and knock off all the crops, but enough so that the crop will grow again. And then that'll get pushed into the hole down the middle, and then it'll get taken away in water and then brought up maybe next to that. Let's go and see if that's working actually. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Very effective. I definitely recommend doing something like that. But yeah, I think that is probably a good idea to keep it like an automatic farming thing. But it's just the design, it'll be a very trial and error type of thing. But I have a few ideas in my mind, which I think will work. I think he's drowning there. I've put enough air bubbles in. He didn't drown, I don't know why that is. Still not very up to date with these type of stuff. Right. Actually, I don't want that there. I want it on top of dirt. Yeah, see, that pushes off the top one, and it'll take off the one above it as well, and it'll push it into one space ahead of where it was. So say they all fell here. If that was the big circle in the middle, they'd all fall down from all the layers of these, whatever crop it is. And then I'd let it fall into water, and then I'd collect it at the bottom. So that's the idea that I'm going to try and put into practice. I'll probably mock up a few prototypes and then show you through them. By then I would have had my favourite idea, probably my favourite mock-up. And then I'll show you like the start of one in the next episode. Yeah, so that's the end of this one. That's something else I'm going to have to do now, make the second floor to hide that. But I'm happy that works. I hope you're happy with how that looks. I think it looks pretty cool. I might have to add a few windows in the side. But apart from that, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. And if you've got any suggestions, any feedback, leave it in the comments. And I'll see you next time.